Welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're cracking open the remarkable story of funnAI. It's a project I've personally been following with, well, quite a bit of interest. We're talking about a true pioneer here, really pushing the boundaries of decentralized AI and doing it right on the internet computer.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
We've basically distilled all the key insights from their recent onicai'space transcript. You know, the one where the founding team celebrated funnAI's 2-month anniversary?
Hey, that was a good one. Lots of detail in there.
So our mission for you today is pretty clear. We want to give you the ultimate shortcut to understanding funnAI's, frankly, astonishing growth. We'll cover the technical hurdles they've hit and, crucially, overcome.
And they definitely hit some hurdles.
Oh, yeah. And we'll look at the ambitious roadmap that's really set to redefine how AI agents operate in Web3. So get ready, because this is a project that's genuinely shaping the future of AI. First of its kind, really.
It certainly seems that way.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. Looking at funnAI's progress just since launch on June 29th, it's been, well, nothing short of a whirlwind.
It really has. The speed is incredible.
They started with, 514 ANIRs? And just to remind everyone, these are the individual active AI agents running on the network.
Right, the core units.
And at launch, 514 now. They've soared to 701. That's already getting close to the max supply of 990.
Yeah, a huge jump in just, 2 months?
Exactly. And we're talking almost 1.8 million funnAI tokens minted already, market cap pushing, close to $250,000 USD.
Which isn't trivial for such a young project in the space.
Not at all. And beyond the numbers, they've really expanded their presence. You see them on ICP Swap, Kong Swap.
Getting visibility.
And their OpenChat community saw like a 4x growth, from maybe 80 members to nearly 350.
That community aspect seems key.
It really does. The team kept emphasizing how active and supportive the community is, constantly bringing ideas and feedback.
And what's truly fascinating here is hearing the palpable emotional response from the founding team in that X space. They described the reception as amazing, above and beyond what was expected.
You could almost hear the relief, couldn't you?
Totally. Like, you launch something that's genuinely first of its kind. It's like sending a rocket up, you hope for the best, right?
Right. High stakes.
So when it takes off like that and the community just jumps in feet first, well, that initial uncertainty turns into serious motivation, fast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And for you, the listener, this isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's watching this vibrant ecosystem actually forming, around a really unique piece of tech. It shows what happens when people rally behind real innovation.
That community energy is clearly powerful, but how did that translate into the actual product? The features, the tokenomics. How are they designed to sustain this?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. They've been super responsive to that feedback, rolling out a whole host of new features pretty quickly.
Like what specifically?
Significant UI improvements, particularly for desktop users. Things like the flock overview, mainner changes, the activity feed, making it all much smoother to navigate.
Okay, practical stuff.
Yeah, and even small things like adding a panel with direct links to ICP Swap and Kong Swap, just making life easier.
Good user experience touches.
But a really big addition is the new dashboard page. This gives you those global insights you mentioned. You can see the total mainner count, the current funnAI supply.
Which they estimate will take about 8 years to mint fully.
Yeah, something like that. Gives you a sense of the long-term plan. Plus, you see the current price, your balance, the USD conversion, all in one place.
That's useful. And the leaderboard.
Right. The mainers leaderboard is there, and they mentioned more improvements are coming for that. And the App Store page, they're reviewing submissions from the Caffeine AI Challenge now.
Yes. The challenge is to boost token utility.
Exactly. Planning more of those in the future. It's all about building value into the token.
So let's talk more about those tokenomics, because it sounds like they're not just adding features, they're building an economic engine.
That's precisely it. It's not just a list of features. It's about creating this self-sustaining, decentralized economic loop where everything feeds back into the token's value and scarcity.
Okay. How does that work in practice?
A major piece is the funnAI token top-ups.
That's right.
Basically, you use your funnAI tokens to buy cycles for your mainner.
And cycles are like the computational fuel, the gas.
Exactly. The juice your AI agent needs to run on the network.
Right.
And here's the kicker. The funnAI used for these top-ups, they get burned.
Okay. Taken out of circulation permanently?
Permanently. That creates real significant deflationary pressure on the supply. It's a core mechanism for long-term value.
Clever. What else? You mentioned the treasury.
Right, the treasury canister.
Yeah.
Think of it as the protocol's financial manager. It does a couple of key things automatically. Any incoming ICP, say from sales, gets swapped directly into funnAI. Yep. And even the ICP they already had from initial sales is being gradually converted over time. Plus, there's an automatic burn mechanism tied to the treasury, too.
Burning even more tokens.
A small percentage, currently 0.01% of the funnAI converted from the treasury gets burned. And they hinted that percentage could increase later.
So multiple burn mechanisms working together.
Exactly. It's all designed to create this sustainable system that benefits both token holders and mainner owners. It aligns everyone's incentives.
That is a really clever design, making every interaction sort of feed back into the core value. But you know, what really stood out for me in that transcript, and what I think is crucial to understand, were the unexpected technical challenges they ran into.
Oh, yeah. That part was intense.
Can you walk us through those strange behaviors? What exactly happened?
Yeah, it sounded like a real developer's nightmare, honestly. They said after a smooth first few weeks, things started acting weird. Strange behaviors was the term they used.
And this is where the community feedback was key again.
Absolutely critical. Users started reporting issues, which helped the team zero in. The problem was pretty dramatic. Latencies building up, messages stacking. The whole protocol was apparently swinging out of control.
Swinging out of control, like erratic performance.
Yeah, slowing down, then suddenly bursting, then slowing again. It got bad enough that they actually had to pause the protocol to figure it out.
Wow. And you have to remember, this is hundreds of mainers, tons of data flowing. Getting that to work smoothly is hard enough without weird issues.
Exactly. Hundreds of megabytes of data, complex interactions, under real-world load. It's a tough environment.
So what was the aha moment? How did they figure out the root cause and, more importantly, fix it so effectively? Because it sounds like they didn't just patch it, they really optimized things.
They did. The core technical issue turned out to be the internet computer itself, effectively rate limiting their main funnAI canister.
Rate limiting, why?
It was down to limits on stable memory changes per call. Basically, how much data the funnAI program could write to its permanent storage in one go was restricted.
Ah, like a bottleneck.
Precisely. It created this digital traffic jam, messages piled up, couldn't get written fast enough, and then when the limit briefly lifted, they'd all burst through at once. Hence the swinging.
Okay, so not something they'd anticipated in the design phase?
Apparently not. So the solution wasn't just one thing, it was a phased approach. They had to really dig in and optimize their internal data structures, reduce the amount of data held in memory, start archiving data more frequently.
A lot of under-the-hood work.
Yeah, and optimizing existing endpoints to do, as they put it, less work with the same output, basically making everything much more efficient.
Did they get help from Dfinity?
They did mention getting excellent support from the Dfinity team to help resolve it. It really highlighted that funnAI is, pushing the limits of what you can do on the internet computer.
It sounds like it. But there was an unexpected silver lining, right? Something about LLM optimization.
Yes. This is fascinating. Because they were forced to operate under these really tight on-chain constraints, they had to learn how to optimize large language models at a super deep core code level.
So the problem forced them to develop unique expertise.
Exactly. It wasn't just fixing a bug. They gained this proprietary understanding of how to make LLMs incredibly efficient in a constrained environment. That's a serious competitive advantage now.
Wow, turning a crisis into a differentiator.
Pretty much. And for you, the listener, these aren't just technical details. These efficiency upgrades are crucial for the future. They ensure the platform can actually scale smoothly as it grows.
That's a masterclass in resilience, really. Okay, so they navigate that storm. Let's pivot to the future. What's on the roadmap? It sounds incredibly ambitious, stretching right through 2025.
It really is ambitious. They're not resting on their laurels, that's for sure. There's ongoing foundational work, things like automated monitoring systems to get better system insights, continuous data management tweaks.
Always refining.
Always. And they're even exploring selling the AI Q&A data the protocol produces. That's a unique asset, could be a whole new revenue stream.
Interesting. What about app enhancements for users?
Yeah, more tokens becoming available for top-ups, increased gamification. They threw out an idea like a random Wheel of Fortune for funnAI tokens.
Okay. Keep things engaging.
Right, making the user experience stickier. And then more tokenomics features are planned too. Things like the treasury, automatically adding liquidity to DXs, staking features.
Using funnAI to unlock app features.
Exactly, or using it as a payment method. It's all about weaving the token deeper into the fabric of the ecosystem and Web3 generally.
That's a solid base. But the really big picture stuff seems to involve the mainers themselves and the broader ecosystem vision, right? Talk about power mainers, the marketplace.
Absolutely. This is where the vision gets really grand. First up, new power mainers. This is a big deal.
How are they different?
Key difference. There will only be 90 of these, and unlike current mainers, which share LLM resources, each power mainer gets its own dedicated LLM.
Oh, so significantly more capacity and control.
Exactly. Higher
That's good.
capacity, better stability, more potential for customization. It's a major step up. Then there's the mainer marketplace.
Which people have been asking for, right? Since the supply is limited.
Definitely. This will let users buy and sell mainers directly. It addresses that limited supply issue, and also means if someone have to pause their mainer, they can sell it to someone who can run it actively. Keeps the network strong.
Makes sense. And mining pools, what's the idea there?
Lowering the barrier to entry. Running a full mainer is a commitment, maybe too much for some. Pools let users chip in together, pool resources, and share the rewards proportionally.
Or buy shares, almost like dividends.
Yeah, exactly. It makes participating much more accessible to a wider range of people. Democratizing access, essentially.
And expanding beyond ICP, I heard mentions of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a bold move. Ecosystem expansion is huge for them. Integrating with other ICP projects like iConfucius, doing more challenges,
Yeah.
but also looking outwards. Leveraging things like BTC Fire and Odin.Fun to potentially tap into the Bitcoin ecosystem.
Wow. Okay, so what's the ultimate grand vision here, the task board?
That's the North Star, yeah.
Yeah.
The decentralized AI task board. They describe it as like Fiverr or 99 designs, but for autonomous AIs.
Okay, unpack that. AI agents bidding on jobs.
Kind of. Imagine an open marketplace where tasks can be posted and AI agents potentially running on funnAI mainers can autonomously discover tasks, bid on them, execute the work, and have that work verified, all on-chain.
That sounds futuristic.
It is. Their core philosophy is fully open AI with Bitcoin tokenomics, meaning the mainers create truly open, accessible AI capabilities, but the underlying tokenomics are built for scarcity and value, like Bitcoin. Together, that forms verifiable proof of AI work.
Proof of AI work, that's a powerful concept.
It is. And this ties into the idea of chain fusion AI. Using ICP's unique ability to integrate with basically any service, funnAI can aim to support bigger, more diverse AI models and workloads. Maybe even integrating off-chain AI models securely. So leveraging the best of both on-chain and potentially off-chain AI. That seems to be the goal. For you, the listener, this roadmap isn't just features. It's about building this incredibly versatile platform where your mainers, whether standard or power, can contribute to a huge range of tasks, really driving verifiable, decentralized AI forward.
That vision of a decentralized AI task board, a Fiverr for AIs, it's mind-bendingly ambitious. What do you think is the single biggest hurdle for something like that? Is it tech, adoption, regulation?
Ooh, good question. I think the biggest hurdles are probably twofold. First, proving the verifiability of complex AI tasks convincingly, especially to a mainstream audience that might be skeptical.
Right. How do you really know the AI did the work properly?
Exactly. And second, navigating the inevitable and still very much evolving regulatory landscape around AI agents, their autonomy, and accountability.
So how is funnAI positioning itself for that?
Their core bet seems to be on that proof of AI work foundation. Making the execution transparent and auditable on-chain is their first line of defense, or rather offense. By building it openly and decentralized, they inherently resist single points of failure or control.
Which might appeal to regulators eventually.
Potentially, or at least make it harder to shut down. They're building the infrastructure first, showing what's possible, rather than waiting for permission, perhaps.
A bold strategy. Okay, let's shift gears slightly and touch on some of those great community questions from the Exodabase. They really show how engaged people are. The iConfucius integration one was interesting, beyond just payments.
Yeah, that's a cool thought experiment. The team floated ideas like iConfucius acting as a kind of impartial judge for AI task outputs, or even iConfucius being a mainer itself.
An AI judging another AI.
Or even an AI agent managing other AI agents, like a prototype for AI-driven project management. And since iConfucius has ties to Odin.Fun and potentially the BTC ecosystem, using it could also help bridge funnAI into that multi-chain vision we talked about. It's about weaving these different protocols together.
That AI managing other AIs idea is wild. Okay, another popular one. Community mining pools. We touched on it, but just to reiterate, the main benefit is accessibility.
Absolutely. It just lowers that initial barrier. Running a mainer takes resources. Commitment. Pools let people participate with less upfront investment, pool their resources, share the rewards.
It's easier to get involved.
Exactly. More participation strengthens the network for everyone.
Then there was the question about retail normie use cases. How does mining for the best answer translate into things everyday people might actually use?
This gets to the core value prop again.
Right.
Verifiable answers. The team envisioned things like, imagine a Wikipedia alternative, but built on proof of AI work to ensure factual accuracy.
Okay, that's compelling.
Or AI moderators for online communities or services running on ICP. Or even end users getting synthesized answers from multiple specialized AI models, like getting a medical summary drawn from several expert AIs.
And the protocol handles the verification and reward.
That's the key. It proves the work was done by the specialized AI and automatically handles the payment or reward. That creates trust and enables monetization for these AI services.
That verifiability is definitely a recurring theme. What about the lessons from deploying AI on ICP? Running LLMs fully on-chain must have taught them a lot.
Oh, immensely. As we discussed, the constraints forced deep optimization. They learned tons about prompt caching, minimizing repetition, basically squeezing every bit of performance out of LLMs within the limits of full consensus.
So it wasn't easy, but they proved it's possible and getting better.
Right, and that hard-won knowledge is now invaluable as they look towards chain fusion AI and potentially integrating off-chain models more securely and efficiently. They know the trade-offs.
Got it. The 1,000 ICP ECANR price also came up. Why that specific number?
They clarified it's not necessarily a fixed price, but more of a starting point for reverse auctions for the remaining limited manners.
Ah, so it lets the market decide the fair value.
Exactly. It's a mechanism for fair distribution based on genuine demand, rather than them just picking a number. Manages scarcity transparently.
Okay. And collaborations. Any specific potential partners mentioned, especially within ICP?
Definitely looking within the ecosystem. IC Panda came up, they work on secure off-chain AI using trusted execution environments, like secure hardware enclaves.
So combining funnAI's on-chain verification with IC Panda's secure off-chain compute.
That could be a powerful combo for more complex tasks, yeah. They also mentioned talks with node providers for integrated AI services and looking at things like Decide AI for proof of personhood. The general vibe was any project needing verifiable AI workloads could potentially plug into funnAI.
Building a network effect. Lastly, the question about investors and ambassadors. Are they looking for traditional funding?
Nope, they were pretty clear on that. It's a very Web3 approach, no VC funding. Their investment strategy is community attraction.
Meaning build a great product, attract users, and they become the investors and stakeholders.
Precisely. Focus on making funnAI awesome, bring in community members who believe in it, and they are the backers. They did mention potential future campaigns, maybe ambassador programs to widen outreach later on, but it's fundamentally community-driven growth.
Okay, so wrapping things up, what's the big picture takeaway here? We've seen funnAI's incredible initial growth, these really clever solutions to some gnarly tech problems.
Definitely gnarly.
And the super ambitious roadmap aiming for a truly decentralized AI ecosystem. And woven through it all is the community, right? Driving feedback, providing support.
Absolutely vital. And I think what's truly foundational, the core idea to grasp, is that unique blend of OpenAI with Bitcoin tokenomics, plus the groundwork being laid for chain fusion AI.
Creating autonomous, verifiable AI agents.
Exactly. Agents that can operate, contribute value, and have their work proven and rewarded on chain. After digging into all this, the hurdles, the vision, the Fiverr for AI's idea, it really makes you think.
Yeah.
If AI agents can become these autonomous, verifiable economic players, how fundamentally does that change our concepts of work, of value, even of labor in the digital realm?
That's a deep question. When the workers are potentially algorithms.
Right. And maybe the more provocative thought for you listening is, what role could you play in this unfolding decentralized future?
Right.
How might you contribute or participate as these systems get built?
A powerful thought indeed. Something definitely to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive into funnAI. Thank you so much for joining us today and exploring this fascinating project.
My pleasure. It's exciting stuff.
It really is. We definitely invite you to keep exploring this space, and please stay tuned for our next deep dive.